I don't know why I'm dragging my feet on this. Hold me accountable. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have 7 physical books on my TBR for May and 1 audiobook. Most of them are part of a series. So I've started the series and I just need to finish it. Some of them I just started in April and some of them I started over a year ago. So I'm asking you to hold me accountable, help keep me focused. It's not that I'm not reading, it's that I'm reading other books. So let's get into it. My first one is Swift and Saddled, which is the story of Weston and Ada. Weston is a brother in the Ryder family, the family we followed along in Done and Dusted. He is the eldest brother, if I remember correctly. I knew Ada was going to be a love interest because I marked it as a foreshadow. They always trickle it in. You're reading about somebody and then they're like, oh, I'll connect you with Ada. This is Ada. I am eating the first book up. This is an easy read. They're short and there's also not much to the pages. So I'm flying through Done and Dusted. And I just know this is going to keep me out of a reading slump. I'm not going to slump because I can just quickly read this and keep it moving. My advice to anyone in a reading slump, get you a short book, get you an easy book. It'll at least keep your brain going, keep you focused on reading, and then gradually get up to books that will be a little bit more difficult, but at least this keeps you reading. Next, we have Twisted Lies, the final book in the Twisted series. I am still reading Twisted Hate. I need to complete it by the end of April so that I can get into Twisted Lies before May is up. This one follows Stella, one of the friends from the Twisted series. I have been dying to get to her story because, like I mentioned in my last video, I just am dying for some brown girl representation in these popular TikTok books. And Stella is mixed, just like me. So I'm like, I just want to get to her story because I like to read about people who look a little bit like me. Also predicted who her love interest would be. I'm not bragging. It's not like it's hard. They keep talking about Christian, the owner or CEO of the security firm that Reese works for. And they just keep talking about him. And obviously, he's going to be Stella's love interest. And I don't know, big CEO dude, tracking people down and doing all that stuff. This one is going to be very interesting. And it's the biggest one. I'm excited to get into this one. This is where I need you guys to hold me accountable. I started the off-campus series last year. It was my first hockey romance last January that I read. I have not read The Goal yet. I read the first 3 and I just hit a reading slump right after the score and started reading other stuff and listening to other books. And I still have not read this. You can look at my old videos from a year ago and I'm talking about I'm reading this book. I couldn't get past the first chapter. It's not that it's not good. I was just in a weird reading slump, wasn't in the mood for it. May is my month to finish the off-campus series. This one is about Sabrina and Tucker, and you see a little bit at the end of the score, throughout the score, where he's going missing and stuff, from what I remember, because this was a year ago, over a year ago. He's going missing and acting weird, and then you find out something about him and Sabrina, and I need to just read it. I know that I will get into it. I know that I will like it. I know that it will be amazing. Hold me accountable, please. And with that said, right after that, I need to finish The Legacy, which is life after college for everyone in the off-campus series. It says a wedding, a proposal, an elopement, and a surprise pregnancy. I need to read this. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. Everybody's reading the other series by Elle Kennedy that I think is connected to these, not Briar U. I do have Briar U on my shelf on my TBR cart back there, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the Charlie method or something like that. And the other ones, I can't think of the name right now. I want to read those so bad. I see people talking about them on TikTok and I want to read them so bad. I can't until I read these dang books. Until I read these dang books. I have to finish these so I can get into those. I don't know why I'm dragging my feet on this. Hold me accountable. I have attempted to read this book so many times. I don't know why I can't get through it. I even tried immersive reading, and no offense to the person who narrates this book, but she sounds like a grandmother. So the immersive reading wasn't working. Not that there's anything wrong with sounding like a grandmother. These are spicy 20 something. I just want the voice to match that. Now, if I was reading some other type of story, I would be totally into her voice. It is very engaging. It just doesn't match the story. I'm just going to have to read this on my own, and I just need to get to it. It's an easy read. The first one was so easy to read, so easy to get through. I just need to do it because then I need to read The Christmas Tree Farm, and then I need to read The Strawberry Pancake. Now on to the other two physical books that are not in a series that I actually got on sale at a Books A Million clearance section. We have Check and Mate by Elle Hazelwood. I have read 3 Elle Hazelwood books, and I'm obsessed with her writing. This one, I believe, is YA, so I know it will not be spicy, but that does not deter me from reading this because the cover is the cutest cover that I've ever seen. Okay, look how cute this is. I just know her writing is going to be bomb. I also have Love Theoretically back there, but I'm just not going to read that yet. I want to read this pink and purple book just because it's cute. Maybe I'll swap them out. It is Rival Chess Players. That sounds interesting to me. I like reading about things I'm not actually into in my regular life. I am devouring hockey romances. I am devouring these Westerns. Never lived in a Western town in my life. I am a city girl through and through. Speaking of, my audiobook TBR includes Collided, which is the sequel to Throttled, and those are NASCAR type stories. I'm loving getting into these worlds that I don't really fully understand, loving the love connection between the people in those worlds. I am excited to get into Check and Mate, and since I've already dropped it, I don't have to talk about it after my last physical book, Collided. I'm loving those books by Lauren Asher. I am listening to them because Aiden Snow is the narrator, and TikTok just fed his TikTok to me, his account, narrating a book on live. I was like, I am so glad the algorithms the way that it does because I'm now following the Aiden Snow, my favorite male narrator. And I don't know if he narrates Collided. I know there's one in the Dirty Air series that he does not narrate. I'm hoping it's not Collided because I want to hear his voice. But let's get on to the last book on my physical TBR. Ruth Ware, It Girl. I got this on sale, on like super sale at Books A Million, and the cover is really cute. And I've read one Ruth Ware book. It was The Woman in Cabin 10, and they're turning that into a movie. And I liked the writing. It was slow. It was slow, but I liked the ending. It was worth the slow burn of the mystery that you're reading about. But I don't even know what this is about. I just saw Ruth Ware. I know people have read it. The cover was cute. It was on sale, so let's read the back of it. April Clark Cliveden was the first person Hannah Jones met at Oxford. Vivacious, bright, occasionally vicious, and the ultimate it girl, she quickly pulled Hannah into her dazzling orbit. Together they developed a group of devoted and inseparable friends, Will, Hugh, Ryan, and Emily, during the first term. By the end of the second, April was dead. It happens after a decade later after April dies. I want to read this. That sounds interesting to me. For the month of May, drop some book recommendations below. I have a whole TBR cart, but that doesn't mean I'm not taking recommendations. I need a June TBR that will get me reading, something that will grip me so that I don't let these books sit on this TBR cart. I'll replace them with your recommendations that are much more exciting to read. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll come back.